Hey guys, Admiral Finnan here today with another review. This review I'm going to be reviewing the Kv2, the new tank added in patch 2.9, I believe. Now before I get started, I'd just like to apologize for not uploading during the summer. It was really busy and things just weren't working out. So I was not able to upload, but I was able to work on video editing and a couple other things to make this channel better. I'd also like to thank the person that someone commented on my SU-152 review. Just about a couple things I could do to improve my videos, and I really do appreciate that. That shows that you're supporting and helping my channel grow, and I appreciate that, and thank you for the advice. I don't remember your name, but seriously appreciate it. Now, let's get started on the stats. First off, hit points, 860. Whole armor, 75 millimeters in the front, 75 on the sides, 70 in the rear. Turret armor, 75 in the front, 75 on the sides, 70 in the rear. Pretty much the same. Now for moving stuff. Weight, 53.7 tons. Engine power, 600. Speed limit, 35. Traverse speed, 18 degrees a second. Turret traverse speed, 16 degrees a second. The gun. This is what makes this tank amazing. The gun damage and penetration. Standard shell damage, 480 to 800. Standard shell penetration, 82 to 137. Rate of fire, 2.5. Aiming time, 4. Dispersion at 100 meters, 0.6. View range, 230. Let's talk about this for a second. Protection, not the best. Hit points and armor, it's pretty low health for a tier 6 heavy. And its armor that of the Kv1S. It will not reliably deflect shots. Every tier 6 has more than enough armor piercing to get through this thing's armor. Maneuverability, also very terrible. It does not have enough engine power for its weight. Its speed limit, it will never hit unless going downhill. Its traverse speed, its turret traverse speed, meh. It's not the greatest. The gun, its standard shell damage, amazing. Its penetration, amazing for a tier 6. Like, you will never see this in some tier 7s. But that's not what makes this amazing. The AP bullets are not that great. I'll show you later what I'm talking about. Rate of fire, 2.5. Absolutely awful. You shoot and you miss, you're going to be waiting a long time to get shoot again. They might have moved. They might be on you, killing you. Rate of fire is not the best and not reliable. The aiming time, 4 seconds. Like the rate of fire, not reliable. But it's not so bad, because if you're waiting for someone, you're just waiting to reload, you can get that thing aimed up and wait, because you're waiting 30 seconds, 20, 30 seconds for your gun to reload. The accuracy, I'm pretty sure is the worst in the game. I've never seen worse accuracy. There might be a tank with worse in Blitz, but I haven't seen it. View range, whatever. 230. That's not the most important thing. Now, let's look at the gun. The ammunition. When you look at the ammunition and you look at HE, you see this, and you're just like, what? 64 to 107 penetration with an HE bullet. Wow, that's really good. That's surprising, actually. I don't even think my T95 has that much with HE bullets. Now, the damage, just what? The only tank that can do that much is the Jag PZ100. Wow. So, good penetration and 1200 damage, average 980 damage. That's ridiculous. You only use HE on this thing. Don't ever use anything else, because AP can ricochet, and if your HE doesn't penetrate, it will still do 360, 400 damage. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. And if you're wondering why there's two APs, the AP's the standard ammunition, but there's another version AP. It's pretty much APCR, as you can see. It's gold ammo. It just has a little more penetration, which is good. If you were fighting tier 8 tanks, maybe you'd carry a couple of these. But I even wouldn't. HE is more than enough, and you'll see why in these pre-recorded videos. Now, as for equipment, I would get large caliber tank gun rammer, improved ventilation class 3, and for the third one, either enhanced gun laying drive or heavy spall liner. Allow me to explain. The large caliber tank gun rammer, obvious. You need the reload time. You're reloading 20, 30 seconds. This will at least reduce it below 25. This, same thing. reduces reloading speed, reduces your dispersion, just helps you out all around. Now this, why you know 10% aiming speed, you need that when you have 4 seconds. But you can also choose this, because when you're fighting another Kv2, or you're ramming someone, you're right in their face shooting an HE bullet. First off, another Kv2, less damage from HE, so you don't die from a Kv2 and get derped by it. But when you're ramming someone and you shoot them with HE, excuse me, you know the splash damage can hurt you. I've had a couple games where I've rammed someone, shot them point blank, and killed myself in the process. And you don't want that. That's like credits lost, pretty much. And damage, you could have done more damage instead of dying right there. So that's why I would recommend that too. Now, as for consumables, I always do the same thing. Adrenaline, multi-purpose restoration pack, and repair kit. That's what I always do for everything. Adrenaline is a must on this vehicle, because there are times when you want to finish a kill and he's got like 600 health and you know you can one-shot him, and you don't want to have your team take away all that damage, and you just need to put this on and take him out, straight up. A fire extinguisher is much needed, like automatic, like the pack isn't automatic, and I regret not having an automatic one. I'm not going to put one on it though, because I don't feel the need to, but I have seen a lot of times I've gotten lit on fire. This thing gets lit on fire pretty quickly because of low armor and big engine. Straight up, that's all it is. Now, as for weak points, this thing cannot reliably deflect shots. I'm going to tell you right now, it cannot. It just can't. As you could see, tall turret. It's like taking the Kv1S's chassis, giving it the Kv3's turret, but even less armored. You can penetrate here, 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 cheeks, mantle. Easy. Well, not the mantle easy, but the rest of this easy game. So, like, they don't even have to shoot at this. They could just shoot at your turret. You're poking your head over a rock, you're camped down, they'll just shoot your turret. There's not much you can do about it. Like, there's no armor on the turret at all. It's terrible when it comes to protection and ricocheting shots. It'll happen once in a while, you ricochet a shot, sure enough. But even if you side scrape, you try everything that improves your armor, there's not much you can do about it. This turret, you could try angling the turret like you do in an E100, but these cheeks mess that up. You angle your turret like this, and then they can just shoot your cheeks. And if you angle your turret so much, then they'll just start shooting you in the chassis. The protection's not what makes this machine amazing. It's the gun. And you'll see in these recorded clips I have up ahead, I have 2 5-minute clips I'm going to show you guys that I played, and you'll see what makes this gun truly amazing. Let's get right to it then. So here we are, guys, with the first video. This was not my best game. I recorded 2 games, and this I'm starting off, you know, just to show off how this tank works. The second game is truly amazing. I like the second game. Not amazing, I shouldn't say. It was just a better than average game. Now, this is an average game in the Kv2. This is what I would normally see. Now, this one, I start off, this map isn't the best for a Kv2. Kv2 is not a go-in, get-dirty tank. It's not a normal heavy. What I call the Kv2, it's an artillery tank on a Kv1 chassis. That's pretty much a Kv2. You need to keep your distance and put shots in their sides and where you can penetrate to do maximum damage. That's what this tank is good at. As you'll see here, its average damage is amazing. You'll see what makes this tank amazing. I get some good shots where you do some real damage. I don't do anything extraordinary like 800, 900 damage, like not to, you know, ruin it like you'll see in the next video. But I do some decent damage, some decent shots. But most of them hit the tracks. When you hit the track, they'll only do 300. You want to hit them in the side. Like the T20, you saw that. It did about 300-400 damage. Because he's all tracks. The T20, the only way I could reliably do a ton of damage is hit him in the front or in the back, or the turret. The tracks was a mistake. I do a lot of damage to that M6 later on. You will see. Actually, right here, I'm about to. 744. To an M6. That's what makes this tank so amazing. That damage alone screwed the M6 over. He could have kept doing that for a long time. He could have killed me. But then I just pulled out an HE bullet, 744 damage. That's what you gotta do in this thing. It's an amazing, amazing tank. It's a troll tank. That's all I could say. It's so ridiculous. Like, sometimes you'll shoot and you'll miss, and then you'll be all sad. Then you'll be running down a hill at 30 kilometers an hour, and you'll somehow hit a guy in the side and one-shot him. This, I had to make the decision. This part, it was kind of hard. I was trying to decide. I missed the first shot, so I was trying to decide. Stay here, fight the T-43, and most likely lose the game. Because if I killed the T-43, there's still a T-29 with 400 health right there. So I make a decision to just go for the T-29 and take him out as quickly as possible. Because I feel like if I can take out this T-29, we have a chance of winning the game. And I do manage. Take him out. Tier 7 in the side. But I get taken out in the process. The rest of this is boring stuff. It's an 1815A with full health, dancing around trying to take out a T-43. You might find it amusing, so I'll keep going with it. But I'm going to keep talking about the Kv2 as this goes on. The Kv2, amazing tank. But as you saw, nothing in the way of armor. They were penetrating me in the front. Easy and over and easy again. Did I just say whatever? It doesn't matter. But it can pull out damage on any tank. That T-29 had 459 health. I can't think of a single tier 6 tank that could have killed him with one shot. Even the KV1S, I don't think it could have. Maybe if it got lucky and got a high damage roll and hit him in the... But if he hit him in the exact same spot I did, he couldn't have done it. The KV2 is a flat-out amazing tier 6 tank. And what's even more amazing, it's not premium. You can get this thing just by going off the KV1. There is nothing after the KV2. You can research the T150 after it. But you know, whatever. The KV2 is so amazing that who cares about that? Yeah, I was a little annoyed about this part though, as you may be. This 1850A just had trouble finishing this T-43 off. He should have stayed in the capped, but he did manage to kill him finally, just because the 43 made a mistake. So we did win the game, which is good. And we'll wait. Yep, right there. I don't know what the T-43 was thinking he was going to do, but it didn't work, so yeah. Let's look at the endgame stats. 1,622 damage, 19,000 credits. Top honors on the team, 3rd mastery badge. I kind of raced through this because I just want to show you guys everything, and you can pause if you really want to check it out. But there's all the stats of the game, and a 3rd mastery badge, which is not bad. This was a tier 7 game, and I did get top, but I only got 753 base XP. So let's go on to the next video then. Here you guys go. With this, I did pretty good. Not to be prideful and arrogant, but I feel like I did pretty good this game. I was happy. When I first started the game, though, I was pretty not happy. This map sucks for the KV2. Because heavies go one way, mediums go the other. And this thing's amazing for taking out mediums, because low armor, HE bullets, ta-da, high damage. So I was a little not too happy about this game. I felt like it was going to be a terrible game. But it turned out to be a really good game. Not the best game I've ever had in this thing, but close to it. First off, I see the 3 mediums that I wanted to fight. All the ones with all the low armor and all that damage I wanted to get. So I decide, I'm going to go for it. Totally oblivious to the fact that there's a T-29 and IS-3 right behind me. But they don't notice me, apparently. They just keep on fighting my team. So I come in to get that M4A3E8. I've one-shot quite a few of them on full health. So I felt like, I'm going to one-shot this guy. But you gotta hate the tracks, as you'll see. So, here it comes. Perfect shot. Not so perfect. Hits the tracks. Tracks eat the shot. So, I keep following him, thinking I can, I could take him out still. But then I realize there's a Jag PZ right behind me, so I need to get behind cover. And that M4A3 is just showing his turret. You shouldn't take shots like that. I didn't take it. You take that shot, there's a chance you'll hit. If you hit, he'll probably die. But .6 accuracy, you shouldn't rely on that. So I keep going. I'm going to keep trucking forward here. And I miss. Oh, never mind. I hit. I was thinking of another moment. Sorry. And I miss as he dies. Okay, so now I'm going to go around and flank around these guys. But there is a JAG-PZ4 right there, so you got to be careful. You can't just charge in and ignore the JAG-PZ4 right behind you. They'll take you out in seconds, especially if I shoot, and then he could just sit here pounding into me because I'm still have 25 seconds to reload. So I decide to kill him, even though it's not, it's a ton of damage, but in the Kv2 you're like, I want to do more damage than 356. I want to do 600 damage like I did to the M4A3, or 754 like I did to the M6. Playing in a Kv2 will change how you kill people very differently. Now this, I don't know what the enemy team was thinking. I'm pretty sure halfway through, while the VK was driving, his game crashed, and the IS-3 probably thought I was a KV1 and just straight up ignored me. I don't know. But I got some good damage in here. The IS-3, good hit. 334. Tier 8. Couldn't pen. Well, I had yellow, so I couldn't reliably pen. So I was pretty happy with that. Here I'm at a little bit of indifference, because as you can see, in a couple seconds you'll see, the VK tier 8 is coming right there. And I'm like, do I shoot the IS-3, or do I shoot the VK? And I'm just freaking out. I'm just turning my screen back and forth, trying to figure out who to kill. Eventually, I decide to go drive backwards behind this guy. He didn't crash at this point. At this point, he was just being dumb. He thought I couldn't penetrate. And that was a mistake, as you will see. Yeah. To a tier 8. 994. Wow. I didn't even know what to say at that point. I was just thinking, what? Then I come in to finish the T-29. That's all I wanted to do. I was like, screw it. I'm just going to finish this guy. The IS-6 wasn't happy about it because he shot. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just kill him. I didn't mean to straight up steal the kill. So I'm sorry, Perfect for us. I didn't mean to do that. I thought you were still had time in your reload, so I was just going to finish him off for you. And then that's where I figured out the VK-45 might have went AFK during that time period and died. So, whatever. But let's just take a look at the stats screen. As you can see, damage to enemy vehicles 2,825. 1,100 base XP. That's pretty good in Tier 6, Tier 8 game. I got top honors, but only a first mastery badge for that. People do quite well in this vehicle. I earned 34,000 credits, which was really good. And I'm happy with that. That was a pretty good game. I mean, look at this. That's really good. That's what this Kv2 does. You'll see this a lot. But a lot of time you might have bad games where you run at someone and they'll just smoke you because you missed your shot. You need to be careful in this thing. I hate to say it, but it's kind of a camper's vehicle. This is what this thing is. It's not for charging in and taking YOLO shots and taking on the entire enemy team at the same. That's not what this thing is. It's for straight up supporting your team and doing a ton of damage and ending the game right there. This thing's an amazing vehicle, and I would recommend it. But only if you're a pure heavy tank player and you like going in taking hits, this isn't the best vehicle for you. If you're love having overpowered tank destroyers that do tons of damage, this is more your style of a vehicle. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this Kv2 review. And just heads up, I am preparing. My plan is 2 reviews a week because you guys enjoy reviews a lot. The Shots and Shrapnel and the How-To series you guys didn't like. And I think I know why. That's not the most fun seeing me die a bunch of times. So I'm going to try and do more reviews like this. And if you really enjoyed this, please leave a like, and I'll see you all later.